The best thing on her. I don't know why you can put me down. Shit, I am the shit.
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This is my city, yeah, this is my team. If you talking, it's how to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right, I'm champion. The game is in trouble, I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle, I got it for real. Still keep me going, I wake up and hustle, you won't see me buckle, I've been in the field. Man of the town, you been in your fields, I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty, either that or your tragedy, we shutting everything down. I've been hot like somebody put a candle on them. Off top, I don't really stand opponents, this mine. The moment is run out and start a bunch of pandemonium. More game, I got some, the skill is bar one, y'all done, the game in the coffin. Referee screen recipes, so think twice if you next to me, it's West. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean, this is my city, yeah, this is my team. If you talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm champion. It's our repetition, I'm stacking these trophies, I'm good with addition. I spit like a pastor, I give you the vision. Up early morning, enough of the sleeping. My life is a dream, but you wishing you lived it. Haters get livid, my pocket's Pacific, that's deep if you get it. So Tempur-Pedic, I sleep on the critics. Don't feel like competing, I'm hearing these tickets. Whoa, let me switch the flow, a new bounce. Coming to the den with a lion, I'm gon' pounce. Know I've been a king for a while, got a ring and a crown. That's the bling with the blow, what the team is about. Champions, you can tell by the ambience of this sound. Referee screen, rest in peace, and think twice if you never see me, it's no doubt. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. If you talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean, this is my city, yeah, this is my team. If you talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm champion.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you tuned in to the one and only Big Hank Sports Review. Yeah. Basketball, football, breaking it down for you. Yeah. Now vibe with me. Like, comment, subscribe, oh yeah. Kick back, enjoy the ride. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Big Hank Sports. Like, comment, subscribe, kick back, enjoy the ride. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Step on the court, feel the sneaker squeak. Hank call a play like a coach unique. Fast break vision, highlight reel. He breaking down the stats with that southern feel. On the field, end zone, crowd gon' roar. Touchdown energy, we want more. So if you want the game from a real point of view, better show love, like, comment, subscribe to. Like, comment, subscribe, say what. Big Hank, keep the game alive. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Big Hank Sports Review. NBA nights, NFL days. Hank break it down in so many ways. From the block to the pocket, the hustle, the grind. Every story hit different when Hank defines. Laughs in the flow, but the game stay tight. He shine the spotlight where it feel just right. Sports and the culture, it's more than a vibe. It's the truth and the groove. Come on, subscribe. Now don't wait, don't hesitate. Click that button, elevate. Join the tribe, be part of the crew. Sports review with Hank coming straight to you. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, keep the channel alive. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Hank Sports Review. Review.
Beautiful Monday, guys. It's a beautiful Monday and everything's great in my world. I don't know about you, but y'all seen that thumbnail. Y'all seen that helmet? Y'all know what it is. My boys. Now, I had a hater come through. He said, salute Hank, but you still ran your team under the bus. No, didn't run my team under the bus. I questioned my quarterback, and ain't nothing changed. 2 games in a row, he ain't played up to standards. I'm just saying, 2 games in a row. The run game and the defense has carried him once again. Carried him. I mean, we can't say nothing less. His passing rating was under 70%. It was in the low 60s. That ain't gonna cut it, man. That ain't gonna cut it. We just fortunate enough we played against the New Orleans Saints. And New Orleans Saints are terrible, right? You know, there's a reason why they only won 1 goddamn game. There's a reason. We just so happens to run into New Orleans Saints that we got away with just scoring 6 goddamn points in the second half. They outscored us. They scored 7. I'm just saying. 4 sacks, 4 interceptions. That all helped. Because if we had to leave it up to Caleb to win the game, he ain't winning shit for it. Not that game. I'm just saying. So I had every right to throw Caleb under the bus. I told y'all. He's gotten to the halfway point of the season. And I'm going to give him an evaluation. If I feel like, I could see some type of growth, then I'm going to let that be. I won't say nothing else bad to him. But if he's still looking pretty much the same or worse, he's going to get that goddamn business. He's going to get the goddamn business. With that being said, hey, I'm glad every last one of you are here. We're going to talk more than just about the Chicago Bears. I know we got the Chicago Bears helmet up as my thumbnail. I know y'all see it 4 in a row. We see it. It is what it is. Right now, we one of the hottest team out there. They don't want to give us the credit, and that's cool. I understand. We don't want your goddamn credit right now. We're going to earn that son bitch when we make it to the goddamn playoffs. That's what I'm trying to tell you. When you see us in that goddamn playoff, you got to respect us. Huh? Y'all know what it is. But with that being said, do me a solid, man. Hit the like button for me. Could you do it? Hit the goddamn like button. You're goddamn right. Hit that like button. Help me move out the algorithm. That's the best way to do it, by hitting that like button. If you ain't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do that. Take the time, subscribe. I promise you, I will appreciate it. And if you decide you want to throw a few coins my way, I appreciate that too. I have a super chat, especially on the Hink of the Basement channel. If y'all coming over from a different channel, we ain't got monetized this yet, but our time is coming. But if you also want to, you see a little QR code at the top. On my left-hand side, maybe on y'all right-hand side, I don't know. You can hit that too. You can hit that and you can donate to the Cash App. Either one of them. It'd be all appreciated. I promise you it will. Got a few people, huh? My man Hudson, what's up? He's saying what's good? What's going on? Blaze coming through, what's good? Stars the rain, what's good? He said it's 7 o'clock. Oh, he thought I was going to be on CP time. No, I hit that live button, but maybe they hit the line didn't go over till got 7:01. But I'm here, guys. I'm present and I'm attentive. And I'm ready to have the conversation. We had a lot happening this weekend. A lot happening this weekend. A lot of great sports event going on from all the way down to college, all the way up to the NFL. And guys, we are getting set up for the World Series. I don't talk a lot of baseball. I'm going to go and tell you right now. You won't hear a lot of baseball. I'm not going to sit there and tell you I watch baseball like that. But there's one thing I will watch. That's that damn World Series. World Series hit because right now the Dodgers are sitting back waiting for either Seattle Mariners come through or the Toronto Blue Jays. That's who the Dodgers are waiting. They wait on it right now. They said, what's taking so goddamn long? Well, guys, we got a game 7 tonight. We're going to find out by the end of the night we're going to know who's going to be playing the Dodgers in the World Series. Will it be Toronto? Will it be the Seattle Mariners? Who knows? Who knows? Either one of the teams. It's been a long time since they've been in the World Series, right? It's been a while. So it's only due. I don't think nobody's going to beat the Dodgers, man. The Dodgers are Dodgers, man, and they tough. They're defending champs. You got to respect them, right? My man E, what's going on? Other than that, man, look. Let's get to this college game. Let's get to this college. And I want y'all to see this video. I seen this video, man. I said, this is crazy. These young guys don't know nothing about real football. But I got to critique young man tonight. I ain't gonna front. Because I feel like somebody failed that man. We're gonna get to the video a little bit later. Before we start diving into the NFL, I'm gonna show you the video. We'll go from there. But with that being said, let's get to the college game. So this weekend in college, we had a lot of good college matchups. Had a lot of good college matchups. You had the Vanderbilt and LSU's. You know what I'm saying? You had the Tennessee and the Alabamas, right? We had a lot of good matchups. We had the classic matchup of Notre Dame and USC, right? We had a lot of good matchups. But probably the biggest matchup and the most important matchup was that Georgia and that Ole Miss game. Now, that was a back-and-forth game. That was a back-and-forth game. I watched that game. They was going back and forth. And it really entertaining. Really entertaining. Now, for those who don't know, Lane Kiffin is the head coach at Ole Miss. He has spent a couple stints in the NFL as a head coach. Also, he was an offensive coordinator for Alabama for a year. I think maybe about a year, maybe 2 years under Nick Saban. But we got a lot of job openings. And we got to talk about that. Right now, we got 3 jobs in SEC. Arkansas, you got Florida, and then you got who's that? Arkansas, Florida is open. And there was one more SEC team that was open, I believe. Who's that other SEC team that was open? I can't think about it. Bless. Having a brain freeze. If somebody remember in the chat, who's that third SEC team? I know there was 3. Let me tell you this. It should be 4. Because I need for Kentucky to fire Mark Stoops. I'm sick of his ass. They need to get him up through. But you also have James Franklin. You also have Oklahoma State. You got Penn State. That's where James Franklin came from. Mike Gundy was fired. He's from Oklahoma State. Billy Napier is the Florida coach. He got fired. Right now, the funny thing is Arkansas has one of their former head coaches who they let go due for, well, we're not going to go into details on why he got let go, but it was an inappropriate relationship with a personnel at Arkansas. He might turn around and be the Arkansas coach again. So let me give you some backstory about Bobby Petrino. Bobby Petrino used to coach at U of L. Now, he coached at U of L for a little while, probably about 5 years the first stint, maybe a little longer than that. But I remember at least 5 years. And he left. He left to go coach the Atlanta Falcons. Now, unfortunately, that was during the time when Michael Vick got in the issue with his dogfighting ring, which, that's a whole different story. So he said, man, now look, the whole reason I came here because Michael Vick going to be here. If he ain't going to be here, I ain't going to be here. And he left in the middle of the night. Like the Baltimore Colts did. Remember that? Like the Baltimore Colts did when they had the Mayflower trucks driving off, going to Indianapolis. Huh? Art Modell. That's how Bobby got up through. Bobby said, I ain't got time for this shit. I got to get up. Mike Vick ain't here. I ain't here. I ain't what I signed up. I signed for Michael Vick to be my quarterback, and I don't have one. And I got to rely on who? Chris Redmond? Hell no. I don't want no damn Chris Redmond as my quarterback. I got to get up out of here. So he left. Now, he pissed off a lot of players, a lot of staff, a lot of people. And guess what he did? I'm going back to college where I could control the scenario. and the storyline and all that good stuff. And so he went back to college. And one of the teams he went back to was his old team. He spin the block, right? That's what they say. He spin the block. So he coached U of L for a second time, right? That's what he did. But guess where somehow he ended up? At Arkansas. He was at Arkansas. That's where he went back. That's where he went to first. He went to Arkansas first after he left Atlanta. Of course, you know who has Arkansas ties, and that's Jerry Jones. He said, we would love to have you down there. I'm an alumni there, and I'm going to get you there, and we're going to be all right. Pig suey. I don't know if he said that, but I'm just ad-libbing right now, right? You know, I'm just ad-libbing. Yeah, see, I'm just doing a little ad-lib. Ain't nothing wrong with that, is it? So he ended up Arkansas for a while, left Arkansas, well, was forcefully resigned / fired from Arkansas due to his inappropriate relationships with some staff members. In other words, Bobby was a goddamn freak. And that's okay. You just can't do it in college as a college head coach with somebody on the volleyball staff. That's it. Taking a ride on your goddamn motorcycle and having an accident. You can't do that, Bobby. You're doing too goddamn much. Hey, guys, hit that like button. Let's keep going. So now they let him go. U of L was done with him. He moved on, got other jobs, went here, went there. And so somehow, some way, he was an assistant at one of these small schools. I don't remember what the name of the small school he was at. But then how he got back to Arkansas as an offense coordinator. That's what they hired him for, as offense coordinator. Now, the man's a brilliant mind. He used to have his brother used to coach with him. I don't know if he coaches with him no more. But his brother used to coach with him for a while there, too. But Arkansas hired him back. Somehow, some way, they found a way to forgive him. The young lady is no longer on the staff. So I guess they're hoping, crossing their fingers, that he doesn't find another young tender to take around on I don't even know if he rides motorcycles anymore, but to take around on his bicycle. Shit. Maybe they gonna say, "Oh, you ladies, y'all need to stay away from this," especially the ones with blonde hair, because he had a thing for the blonde haired women. Matter of fact is, I don't know if he's still married or not, but his wife was a blonde haired woman. So he had a thing for the blonde haired women. He's weak for the blonde haired women. Shout out to the Snow Bunnies. Yeah, shout out to the Snow Bunnies. No, I'll just play. But he had a thing for the blondes. And so that's what got him caught up. You know, sometimes, man, you know, some women are beautiful creatures, right? And some men are weak for the kitty cat. And he fell for it. And life happened. But he's back at Arkansas. He might mess around and be the head coach there again. That's why I'm talking about spinning the block. Now, I don't know if Arkansas want to take that chance again. Whew, I don't know if they want to do that, but desperate times call for desperate methods. So you got to do what you got to do. Look, they got a lot of job openings, a lot of big time. Penn State's open, Arkansas, not LSU, but Florida. Those are all big time jobs, man. Those are all big time jobs. So with them big time jobs open, you might have to. Sometimes you might have to take a step 2 back, man, before you take 2 or 3 forward. Bobby's not a bad coach. Now, I'm not going to sit there and tell you he's a bad coach, because he is. Bobby is a good coach, man. Bobby is a good coach. But, man, Bobby got some ways about him. One thing about Bobby Petrino, he got a nasty attitude. Boy, he got a mean demeanor about him. So, you know, if you can get past that, man, that guy's going to get you some wins. Please believe you me. He's not going to give you no losing program. He's going to get some wins for you. I promise you that. He's got to get past his snarky ass, mean ass attitude. Entitlement. You know, you got to get past that. You get past that, he's going to get you some wins. And he's not very personable. You know, that's not him. But good luck to Arkansas or whatever they decide to do. They decide to spin a block and hire Bobby Petrino. I don't blame him. He's a good coach. Look here. I ain't going to front. Bobby, If you feel like you want to come back to Kentucky and wear that blue and white, I'd be more than glad to put my bid in and talk to somebody and see what we could do for you. I'm not even a UK alumni, but I do what I can. I call some folks and see if we can get you a good, fair, reasonable price. Huh? I'll make some phone calls. So come on, Bobby. We got some love and respect for you down there. You used to kick our goddamn ass. So if you can't beat them, join them. That's what I always say. Hey, let me get off Bobby. Let me let Bobby live. Shout out to OG Do Dirty. Y'all see what OG had double tap the screen. Show some love to the brother. That's what I'm doing. Hit that goddamn like button. You're goddamn right. I need that. Help me out. I'm up about to put this work in tonight. I could be watching football, but instead I'm with you, beautiful people. Trying to entertain you, trying to enlighten you, trying to educate and show you and teach you because I care about you. So with that being said, let's keep going. But like I was saying, how did I go from Lane Kiffin down to Barbara Tree? Now that's crazy. But now what I'm seeing now is a lot of people putting a bid in on Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin was what we considered like I don't know, maybe an outsider, because he was at USC. That's where he left after he got the USC job after I believe he was an assistant. Or did he get the Tennessee job? I don't know, man. That man had a lot of damn jobs. And for those who don't know who Lane Kiffin is, his dad is the former defensive coordinator of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's one of the greatest defense ever. Monty Kiffin. Now he's moved on, he's deceased, but that's who his father was. And of course, you got a lot of his coaching abilities and opportunities because of father. Look here, I'm all for nepotism. I'm not one of the guys who goes sit there and say nepotism is wrong. No, I don't believe that. Because please believe you me, the opportunity comes for my son, and me doing that for my son, I'm going to do that. For any of my kids, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do that. So I can't blame that man for taking advantage of that last name. Why not? You're supposed to. At least that's what I think. I don't know about you guys. But Florida said, hey, Bill Napier, you got to go. That man just won. He just beat Mississippi. How's that work? Normally they fire you after you come off a loss, a bad loss, not even just a regular loss. He got fired on a good day. You know what I'm saying? That's like my man Craig from Friday being fired on his day off. That's crazy work. But that's what happened to Bill Napier. They said, we done with you, buddy. I know you beat Texas, and that's okay. I know you just won against Mississippi State, and that's okay too. But you got to go. We sick of your ass. You got to get on up out of here. And guess what they did? They ran him off. Said, we looking for a new leader. And you just not it. You just not it. So with that being said, that's how you up in Florida, John. Now, James Franklin, I don't completely understand what that's all about. I'll tell you this. We're not gonna have this right here. That's not happening. Please don't bring that over here. No, we don't do that. I don't play that. I don't play that at all. So that's no. I didn't like that. Can't do it. Can't do it. Let me get back to it. The James Franklin thing. I don't know what Penn State is thinking. I don't know what they was looking to try to do or want to do. That doesn't make sense to me. James Franklin just came off making it to the college playoffs. Won 2 games in the college playoff. But you're going to fire that man. Now, was he having a rough start of the year? Yes, he was. Yes, he was. But look, let me tell you, one thing you don't do is fire that man after that. Let that man figure it out somehow, some way, and see what he can happen in the second half of the season. They didn't. They said, we done. I'm thinking, was it a scandal? Was something happening? What's going on? Because I like James Franklin. I remember when James Franklin was a head coach at Vanderbilt. That guy's a winner, man. And then he took over the Penn State job, and he was doing good things there. I just think Penn State made it jump the gun. I really do. But with that being said, I'm glad because I need for my team, University of Kentucky football, I need for them to go have a sit down with James Franklin's agent. That's what I need them to do. I need for Kentucky to reach out, Mitch Barnhart, to have a conversation. Your man talk to my man, and we're going to have a meetup. We're going to talk about this. That's what I would like to see happen. That's what I want to go down. I would like to have James Franklin as head coach down in Kentucky. Now, Penn State didn't appreciate you, James Franklin. I'm going to say it right now. Penn State did not show no level of respect or appreciation. You know who will? Us down at the Bluegrass State. We'll show love and appreciation. We'll pay you well. Ms. AG said, I'm not a sports type gal, and that's okay. I ain't hip on sport, but out of love and support, I'm going to stop by and I'm going to hit that damn like button. Hey, team, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I'm trying to get Big Ant's sorry ass to hit the goddamn like button, too. Big Ant, why ain't you hit the like button yet, brother? What you waiting on? Please don't make me send the sheriff to your door just so you hit that damn like button. That's not my thing, but I will. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button. You goddamn right. Look at this. See, it's what happens. Your little team wins this weekend. They don't know how to act. They beat the Washington Commanders after we done beat the Washington Commanders. Now they're going to come through brag. NIL money is bigger than the program of Penn State. Hey, that may be the case, man. That may be the case. But I tell you this. Sometimes you got to be careful what you ask for, right? Sometimes you got to be careful what you ask for because the grass ain't always green on the other side. Don't just think you can go out here and get a coach and think you're going to just turn what? It may not happen like that. Let me say this. Indiana got lucky with their head coach. That coach came from James Madison. I'm just saying. Coach came from James Madison. I don't know what to expect from him. I bet you Indiana's like, man, I don't James Madison. But when you're a team like Indiana, you gotta do that. You can't go and take a guy from a big program and convince him to come down there to somewhere like Indiana, Kentucky. You got to take the up and coming guys, or guys who just coming off a loss or just got fired or something like that. Say you could take them type cats off. But a guy who's at a major program say, hey man, I want to pay you about $5 million more than you making it at such school. And I want you to come down and coach. That ain't happening. Not in no Kentucky or Indiana program. Not even Louisville. It's not happening. So you have to take these guys coming from maybe the what we call the lower level Division I programs, or maybe the Division II programs, or the next up and coming hot coach. That's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And so if you do like that, that's how you get them. And you might get lucky, like Indiana has, and hit jackpot. But you may not. And you might be 3 years, 4 years down the road looking for a whole new coach all over again. That's the chance. That's the chance you take. Look, let me say this. When some of them big jobs started to come open, you know what Indiana did? They just gave the man an $8 million raise last year. Last season, he got $8 million. He up to $11 million now. You know what he said? We winning. He said, I'm doing something the first time in Indiana history. And it ain't like this man is a spring chicken. This man's in his 60s. He's an old head. Now, he's probably got about another 10 years of coaching. Maybe a little longer. I don't know. Wild High said James Madison, head coach, has been contending for years in the NCAA 1 division. Yeah, James Madison wasn't always in the big boys. They was in that Division 1, 2A for a while. Just like Marshall was at one time, right? Just like North Dakota is. They was on that lower level. They were like Murray State, NCAA, Division 1. They used to call it Division 1, 2A. That's what they used to call it back in the days. And they got the playoffs like that. That's what James Madison was competing in. It wasn't all these conference realignment when they got an opportunity to go to a little bit bigger Division 1. So it's not like he's been doing it. Well, no, maybe ever since he's been there, he probably had. Yeah, I already know about him. I already know about Houston's coach. I've been watching him for a couple of years. Good coach. Good coach. Look, there's a couple good coaches. Minnesota's got a good coach. I like Minnesota's coach. I think he's a definitely up and coming. But see, Minnesota's on the same level as Kentucky, pretty much. Maybe not, but it's comparable. You know what I'm saying? So he's not going to look to make a lateral move go from Minnesota to Kentucky. He's not going to do that. We're not going to be able to have a shot at him. Now, somebody like Florida, they will call him and he will take that job. Maybe the Arkansas job, maybe the I don't know, the Ole Miss job if it comes available, a Tennessee job if it comes available, Alabama job. See them coaches already on major D1 and the Big Ten will get that call and go there. Somebody like Kentucky, we can't call that man and say, hey, come on down. He gonna laugh. Oh, I'm not coming there. I already got this job. I'm making $6-7 million a year. Why did he come there and make $8 million? I'm established. Why? They're not gonna do it for that. We're not gonna be a team that's gonna be a draw them over like that. We're not. So we're gonna have to get that unaccompanied next hot assistant. And that's okay. He could be on the Minnesota staff. And we could probably bring him in. And then you got haters like this. Big Ant, you know the rules. I don't mind you talking shit about it, but at least put it in the goddamn truth chat. I don't blame you. You're a goddamn hater, Ant. Bob, quit. I didn't mean to skip you, man. I got some people who's not in agreement with me. Said, shut up. This is a jack-off stream. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Do me a favor. If you put that, please put it in the super chat. Huh? Hopefully you hit the like button with your hateful ass. Carson Taylor, hit that goddamn like button. Don't be so stingy. I'm just saying. But guys, it's gonna be some more coaches get fired. We just gotta admit that now. It's gonna be some coach movement. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be expected. Some may decide to go to NFL if they get that opportunity. Some maybe just not winning enough at the current program, they're gonna have to let them go. Or some may get the opportunity because they get one of these other major jobs open. They're gonna be going from there to another school. Those are things to be expected. Those things are going to happen. There's nothing we can do about that. That's part of college football, and that's how that thing works. You know what I'm saying? You just got to make sure that if you got a good coach, pay them enough to keep them where they want to be. Keep them happy. Make sure your NIL pot is up to standards. Make sure, you throw a little extra incentive, especially for attendance. If you could, sell out, you pay this man like what Jack State was supposed to be doing for them. But, of course, Deion said, hey, man, where my money? I sold out. Where my money? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Look, we got some great up-and-coming college games looking forward to. Look, let me go and say it now because I'm sure if I don't, some of my fans and people who subscribe to me that follow this team is going to give me hell. Congratulations to Louisville for beating Miami. Carson Beck looked like ass. He had 4 interceptions that game. Look, let me say this. I'm going to say it now. The ACC is down. Right? The ACC is down. The ACC is trash. ACC football's been trash for probably about the past 4 years. Ever since Clemson fell, they've been bad. Florida had that one decent season, going undefeated, not getting back into the playoffs. And, of course, we've seen why when they played Georgia, they busted them. Of course, they try to blame it all. Our starting quarterback got hurt. Yeah, that's true. Then your backup got hurt. All that's true. But it's the next man up mentality. And a college football committee said, we don't want to see this bad product out here. There's no need of putting these teams in the playoff because they're not going to last long. They're going to mess around and get embarrassed. And so, with that being said, they said, nah, you don't need to put them in. We find some other poor soul to put them in. Where's Alabama? I know Alabama got 2 losses, but they better than no loss Florida State any day. I'm just saying, God, that's the life. It is what it is. We need to stop this. We need to. Why? Come on now. Come on now. He said Dak Prescott for MVP. Big Ed, I'm glad your Eagles came off that 2-game slide because they was out there looking bad. I'm just saying. But with that being said, we got some good matchups this coming week. Can't wait to see it. One of the good matchups is we got one of the original members of the SEC and Ole Miss going against a new member of Oklahoma, Wahai's Boomer Sooner. We'll see how that pans out for him. You got Alabama playing against South Carolina. You got Missouri going against Vanderbilt. Now, guys, I've never seen a Vanderbilt team in the top 10 of any sport besides baseball. But that's where they are. This is how crazy it is. You have Vanderbilt and Indiana both in the top 10. Never happened in history. Will it ever happen again? I don't know. But right now, currently, in 2025, it's happening. It is happening. You got Missouri. You have Vanderbilt and Indiana both in the top 10. Vanderbilt's number 10, Indiana's number 2, guys. Yes, this is not basketball season. That's what it is. That's what it is. With that being said, let's keep going. Another great matchup that we would all love going to see is that number 3 Texas A&M going against number 20 LSU. Should be a great game. Should be a great game. Looking forward to it. Can't wait to see it. Can Miami bounce back from that loss to Louisville and beat Stanford? Stanford's terrible, guys. Unfortunately, Andrew Luck's not come walking through that door. Now he is on the Stanford staff, but he won't be playing for him. So you got that game. You also got the Houston and Arizona State game. So for those who do not know, Houston and Arizona State are both in the Big 12. So that should be a great matchup to see how that goes. Houston is balling out there, still producing. Like I said, we named that head coach there. He's a good coach. Should be a good game. Houston's 3-1 in the Big 12 conference, 6-1 overall. Arizona's 3-1 in conference and 5-2 overall. So it should be a good game. Right now, BYU is the top dog in the Big 12. And Cincinnati's coming in close second. Both of them got same conference record, 4-0. But BYU is 7-0 overall, while Cincinnati's 6-1. So we got some good matchups coming this week. So we'll see how that goes. Looking forward how those games get played out, because Big 12 is almost like a mosh podge of teams right now. You know what I'm saying? That's really what they are. Because you got, let's see. Right now you got BYU, Cincinnati, Arizona State, Texas Tech, Houston, Iowa State, TCU, Baylor, Kansas State, Utah, Kansas, Arizona, UCF, Colorado, West Virginia, and Oklahoma State. You got a lot of mixture of old Big 8s as well as old Big 12s, former Pac-12 teams or Pac-10 teams, whichever one you want to call it. A couple Big 10 former teams, some Conference USA, AAC/ACC teams that's in this big conference now. So it's definitely interesting, this mosh podge of teams in this conference. But that's what we got. That's what we got. And guys who love the round ball, basketball season starting. This Friday, Kentucky has a preseason basketball game against Purdue, AP's number one team, preseason number one team, Purdue. For those who didn't know that, they are preseason number one team. And should be interesting. Should be interesting. I don't. Let me give you a list. Of the rankings right here. The AP poll is what we got. We're basing off the AP. And so we got Purdue is number one, Houston number two, Florida number three, UConn number four, St. John's number five, Duke number six, Michigan 7, BYU 8, Kentucky 9, and coming in at 10 is Texas Tech. So there's your top 10. We can keep on going. Louisville's 11, UCLA at 12, Arizona is at 13, Arkansas is 14, Alabama 15, Iowa State is 16, 17 is Illinois, 18 is Tennessee, Kansas is 19, Auburn at 20, Gonzaga 21, Michigan State at 22, Creighton at 23, Wisconsin at 24, and coming in last place in the AP is UNC. Q said, drop the link. Q, let me say this. The link got dropped on y'all against Minnesota. Now, that may be a plausible statement. I might have to say that. But I'm not dropping the link tonight. Q, I know you need somewhere to vent after that loss you had. Because right now, Minnesota's sitting last in the NFC North, in case y'all didn't know. You know, he was always giving me hell, give me the business. Talk about my squad. Well, guess what? He's fourth in the division. Guess what? The Bears not? Fourth. We moving on up like George and Wheezy. Q. You better get to know this. Look, Ryan Post told you, we're going to take it over the North, and we ain't going to never give it back. And we're in the process of doing it this season. Didn't expect it this early. But we're in the process of this season doing that. Guys, I need for y'all to hit that like button. Hit that goddamn like button, fellas and ladies and gentlemen. Please. I promise you I appreciate it. But look, we got preseason college rankings. I just read them off to you guys. in the basketball rankings. Friday, this coming Friday, Kentucky has a scrimmage against Purdue. So it should be a good scrimmage. Good litmus test for them guys. Also this Friday, my son has a basketball game. Scheduled to interview for tomorrow, but I had to push it back because my son is doing a fundraiser tomorrow after practice. So he won't be able to come on tomorrow. So we're going to do it on Thursday. So I kind of moved some things around. So the show I was going to do on Thursday, I'm going to do on Tuesday. Right? Not going to do a show Wednesday because my baby girl got a flag football game, and so I got to make sure I'm in attendance for that. So I will not have my show on normal Wednesday. I will do that on Tuesday, and then my interview that I was supposed to do on Tuesday with my son, I'm going to do on Thursday. So guys, a little bit of adjustments. Please be patient with me. You know what I'm saying? These things happen. You know, scheduling conflict. But I definitely want to make sure I do it. He's got tomorrow they're doing fundraisers. They're going around to local businesses, handing out posters and meeting and greeting some of the local businesses in the neighborhood, looking to get some donations. Of course, when you on that, they're not on the major D1 level. You know what I'm saying? You got to do certain things in order to drum up, you know, funds and money and sponsorships and all that good stuff. So that's what they're going to be doing tomorrow, handing out posters, talking to people. They also do volunteer work too as well. He told me about how they got to go to an elementary school and read to the kids. So that was great. I told him, you know, it's all about always about giving back and helping out as much as you can. And then Q comes here with this bull crap. Say y'all schedules are always easy. Look here, Q. The NFL creates our schedule. The Birds don't create their own schedule. We don't make our own schedule. Don't do it, Q. Don't do that, man. Don't try to make it like we out here making our own schedule. So this is how it goes. No, that's not what we're doing here. We're not going to do that. You know, say what you need to do, Q, is just accept that y'all lost to the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champions. You just got to accept that, right? You just got to accept that. Look, I got to accept it when I lost that first game.
There's an incoming call.
Oh, shoot. My damn Alexa. I'm like, who is that? Who's that talking? Alexa. She's always got something to say. When my doorbell rang, she said somebody at the door. But nonetheless, we don't create the schedule. NFL creates the schedule. We just play the schedule. And so right now, we 4-2. We 4-2, Q, and it's not my fault that your team is not 4-2. It's not my fault that your team is not as good as mine. Q, let me go in front of that. It's not my fault that y'all wasn't good enough to win that game. It's not my fault that y'all 3-3. It's not my fault that you're a 500 team and we're not. And then we don't blame that. That's not my fault. There's nothing I can do about that. We play who's on our schedule. That's all we do. We play the Saints. We beat them. We play the Washington Commanders. We beat them. We play the Cowboys. We beat them. We play the Vegas Raiders, and we beat them. We play who's on our schedule. And next on our schedule is the Baltimore Ravens. And guess what the plan is? To beat them. We ain't coming here to make friends. We ain't coming here to pick flowers and a lollygag. We come here for business. Huh? We come here to take care of business. And part of taking care of business is busting Lamar's ass if he decided to go out on that goddamn field. Our job is to bust John Harbaugh's weak ass if he decided to go and come out there and coach against us. That's our job. Now, you can hate on us all you want, brother. Ain't nothing I can do about it. You know what I can do? I'm going to pray for you, brother, because your heart is heavy. You know why it's heavy? Because your team lost. But don't hold that on me because your team lost and my team is winning. 4 in a row, baby. Huh? 4 in a row. You want to win a team? We taking applications the 1st of August. Q, I'll make sure I email you one. And you can sign up to the fan club and you could be a real fan of a real team like the Chicago damn Bears. Huh? You don't make me play the song. I didn't plan on doing that today, but Q driving me to do that. And I think Q want a sample of what he could be a part of. I know that's what it is, Q, but I'm gonna buy it, you, Q.
We are the Bears, shuffling crew, shuffling on down, doing it for you. We're so bad, we know we're good, blowing your mind like we knew we would. You know we're just strutting for fun, strutting our stuff for everyone. We're not here to start no trouble. We're just here to do the Super Bowl shuffle. Well,
You're not going to get anything real out of these days. Q, yeah, I didn't want to do that, Q. But you pushed me. Q, I'm not a killer, but don't push me. Shout out to the late, great Tupac. I'm just saying, guys, do me a favor. Yeah, let me get off Q right now. Q's having a bad day, it was a rough weekend for my boy Q because he's a Minnesota Vikings fan and he losing. It's tough for him. So he tried to take his frustration out on a winner like me, a Bears fan. Now, I'm not going to have that. I'm going to let it be known, hey, just you got lucky on that first game. You won't get lucky on that second one. But guys, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. You goddamn right. Now look at it. See, that's what I'm talking about. This is the hate shit I'm talking about. You see what Q put out there? Lamar coming back. What the hell I come back with Lamar coming back for? What he coming back for? An ass whooping? He come back to get him the hell up? What he coming back for? So he has to get broke up? You see how we are? We had 4 sacks the other day. Huh? 4 INTs. Boy, Lamar, bring your ass. And we're going to serve you on the platter. It's over for and Lamar better limp his ass on back on the sideline. Think he gonna come out there and he ain't gonna get his ass broken up. Shit, y'all, man, my boys out there looking like that 86 Chicago Bears, boy. You better respect us. Speaking of respect, look here, Trevor, you better show some respect and hit that damn like button, man. I'm sick of this. You're damn right. She said, flying by to say greetings. What's next? NFL pop the book. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Don't do that. Don't hate on Pop the Balloon. Don't hate on my NFL. Don't do that, Travis. We don't do that here. We show love to the NFL and Pop the Balloon over here. We show love over here. We show love. We don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But guys, speaking of NFL, since my buddy Travel talked it up, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Look here. We see the thumbnails. We see what it said. If you didn't see it, I'm going to help you out. 4 in a row. My Chicago Bears won 4 in a row. Huh? And the New Orleans Saints just so happen to be a victim of one of the 4 that we won in a row. Look at guys, I'm not going to sit there and tell you that we played a complete game. We didn't. Caleb Williams have left a lot to be desired out there on the field. Made some bad decisions. Held the ball way too long. Sit there and scramble and run around and back. Hey, man, this ain't college. You can't just run around back there and don't think one of these boys going to touch you. They're going to put hands on you, though. So you got to find a way out. Either get it to the receiver or throw the ball away. Or dump it down to the running back. He had opportunity to do that. He decided not to because he's going for the home run ball. He's telling people to go and go out. Look here, dog. How many seconds you think you got? This ain't high school football. This ain't college football. This is NFL. You're not going to have all day and sit out there, drink your lemonade and think you're going to still have time to throw a ball. No. Somebody's going to knock your head off, man. That's part of the game. So you got to make a decision fast, quick, and in a hurry and get that ball out of hand. Unfortunately, we also had 10 penalties. That didn't help us. We got little things that we need to clean up. And if we start getting that together, these penalties, these false starts, man, we're going to be a dangerous team. We are going to be a dangerous team. And I can't wait to see the results of these days. Because there's a lot of y'all guys who gave me a hard time about my Chicago Bears. Huh? A lot of y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. I ain't got to say no names. Y'all out there giving me a hard time every week talking about my Bears. Well, that's what you said last year, Hen. Y'all going to win 13 games. That's what you said last year. Okay, cool. I was wrong. Jesus Christ. I could be accountable. I could admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong about it. Don't mean it can't happen. Well, guess what, guys? Pay attention. Yeah. I want y'all boys and y'all ladies to pay attention. It's coming. It's coming, guys. We playing right now. We playing with a certain level of hunger. Our defense is active, doing what we got to do. Our running game is on par. Our offensive line is blocking. Now, if we get Caleb to do his goddamn job, now we got something. But I think it's only a matter of time. We'll be fine. But let's talk about these other sorry teams in the NFL. You know, they're not as good as my team that win 4 in a row. They're not that good. But, you know, it is what it is. I told y'all we the hottest team going, brothers. I'm telling you, hotter than the other teams out there. We hotter than the Patrick Mahomes and the KC Chiefs. We hotter than them. They got to respect us, man. But y'all always want to down the Bears. That's okay. I'm like Andre, man. The South's got something to say. So it started off on Thursday. Upset win for 33-31. Pittsburgh took a fall. We also had the Rams and Jags early Sunday morning, and the Rams just beat the brakes off the Jaguars. Philadelphia decided to bounce back and get that win they much needed and kill out that 2-game slide. Eagles 28, Vikings 22. The New England Patriots, man, they balling as well. You talking about competing for a team that's been competing. That's New England Patriots and Mike Vrabel. Shout out to them. 31-13 over the Titans. You had the Carolina Panthers beating the New York Jets 13-6. You had the Cleveland Browns beating the brakes off for the Miami Dolphins 31-6. You had the greatest team in the NFL history in the Chicago Bears beating the New Orleans Saints 26-14. You had Kansas City, demolishing, sending out messages to the Raiders 31-0. Look at this. The Indianapolis Colts beat the Los Angeles Chargers. The Colts, guys. This quarterback was Danny Dimes, a cast off from Minnesota, a cast off from the Giants. But he said, I found a real home in Indy, and that's why we win it. Shout out to the Colts. You had the Broncos come back from 30-something points down in the fourth quarter to beat the Giants. Giants on a 2-game winning streak, but it ended against the Denver Broncos. The Packers had a scrape by against the Arizona Cardinals 27-23. The weak-ass Cowboys win over the Commanders 44-22. Last night, we had the Atlanta Falcons losing to the San Francisco shorthand 49ers. Right now, currently as we speak, we have the Detroit Lions over the Tampa Bay Bucks 7-0 in the second quarter. And later tonight, a 10 o'clock start game. You had Seattle going against the Houston Texans. Now, let me say this before I get to this video that I'm going to show you guys. CJ Sharp playing like ass. CJ Sharp playing like ass, and he's looking like a bust. Now, I know some guys I heard that may not agree with me. They think I may be stretching, or just saying I'm doing too much. And I don't understand why you feel that way, because it's true. CJ Sharp is not playing good ball right now. They're not. Houston's not playing good ball, but really CJ Stroud is the catalyst. He's the one that's driving the ship, and he's not looking good out there. He's really looking bad, right? I expected more from CJ. CJ had a great rookie season, won Rookie of the Year, but has been steadily declining since then. And that's not going to work. Not for a team who's got playoff admiration, who's in a division that's very winnable. Now, right now, Indianapolis coaches send a message. They're going to run away with this division. But don't mean it's not going to be up for grabs maybe this time next year. I'm just saying. We'll have to see. We will have to see. With that being said, I need for y'all to hit that like button for me, guys. You're goddamn right. Hit that like button. Guys, let me get to this video. All right, I want to get to this video because I seen this on IG. And I listened to this young man and I said, man, this poor young man is being deceived. Somebody didn't educate this brother. Somebody left him out to die as far as his football knowledge. And I think they did a disservice for this young man. His elders should have had a conversation with him on his football knowledge, and he wouldn't be talking like this. I'm just saying. Why said Houston's head coach is the problem of CJ and offensive coordinator. Damn. Is it really? I don't know. I don't know if it's a head coach at Houston. I like D'Amico Ryan. I think he's a good coach. I just think he got a bad quarterback, CJ. With that being said, let's get to this video. Let's go.
Who's the top 5 NFL wide receivers of all time?
Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, all time. I put Moss in there. Some more Odell, and then probably the Zay Flowers.
Guys, did y'all see this guy's list? Did y'all hear this young man's list? Let's go.
Who's the top 5 NFL wide receivers of all time?
Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, all time. I put Moss in there. Some more Odell, and then probably the Zay Flowers.
Man said Zay Flowers, Odell, Jamar Chase, Randy Moss, and Justin Jefferson. This was his top 5 all time. And he didn't say just this season. He said all time. Looked like he went to Western Michigan University. Somebody did this young man a disservice. But this won't be the only time we're here for that young man because he has another list I need for y'all to watch. Let's go.
Who's the top 5 NFL quarterbacks of all time?
I put Lamar at 1, Mahomes at 2, probably Tom Brady at 5. I don't know. I don't like that much. I like Anthony Richardson. Quarterbacks? Hey. Aaron Rodgers.
Jesus Christ. He said, I like Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson ain't played over 5 games in the league, and he talking about all-time quarterback Anthony Richardson. He said, Tom Brady at 5, I really don't like him. Lamar's number 1.
Who's the top 5 NFL quarterbacks of all time?
I put Lamar at 1, Mahomes at 2, probably Tom Brady at 5. I don't know. I don't like that much. I like Anthony Richardson. Quarterbacks? Hey. Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, boy. Oh. I don't know what to say, guy. That's embarrassing. Your top all-time 5 is everybody from this era. He besides Randy Moss, everybody from the era. And the 2 of them, he said Zay Flowers and Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham had one good highlight of catching a ball, and that's it. Ain't no goddamn way he's in the top 5. They Flyers won't make it to the top 5 in this era he's playing in now, let alone all time. That's crazy work. Now, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, they eventually gonna be there. They are on the projection of being a top 5 type, but not right now. The only person he named that made sense to me is Randy Moss. That man didn't say nothing about Jerry Rice. Hell, T.O. didn't say nothing about him. Neither one of them two. Oh, man. These young bloods got a lot to learn. See, what he should have did have a conversation. You know, I don't know what position he plays, but that should have been a conversation about man, with his father or with his uncles or granddad, somebody. His coaches. God damn, he could have asked one of his coaches at who's all time. Man, this is crazy. And then his quarterback list makes it even worse. He said Anthony Richardson. That guy may not play another league, another down in the NFL. This is some nasty work. This is some nasty work. Then you got people like this. Number 1, Dak Prescott, MVP. Boy, if Dak is a number 1 player, then the quarterback position has went to his all-time low. Has went to his all-time low. This is crazy. Ain't no damn way. He said Anthony Richardson, man. That's some nasty work, guys. We got to do better than this. We got to help our kids to be successful. And somebody did this child a disservice. Hopefully he goes back and watches this video and realizes the mistakes he made by even saying Anthony Richardson, Zay Flowers, and Odell Beckham as some of the top 5 all time in between quarterback, all wide receiver. That's crazy. I got to get out of here, guys. You know why I got to get out? Because why I keep making these goddamn crazy ass comments, and it's Dak, Silence of the Lamb, and Garrett and Pickens coming soon. Well, look, I didn't see them when they played against the Bears. I'm just saying why. Guys, do me a favor. I need for y'all to do me a solid, hit that like button. Push that goddamn button. Guys, like I said, the show that was scheduled for tomorrow has been rescheduled for Thursday. So Thursday, I will have my one-on-one with my son. Looking forward to that and getting ready to go over the basketball season. His season starts on Friday. They play against Georgetown. It's Georgetown, Kentucky, guys. I'm sorry. He plays against them. I don't know if y'all remember like I did last year. Last season, I would, like the road games, I'm gonna try. Normally if I go to the road games, I don't stream it on my channel, right? I usually don't do it that way. But if I don't go to the road games because it's in the middle of the week and it's late at night games and I don't go, usually I stream them if they're on YouTube and I can find them on YouTube or something like that. I usually stream them to my channel so you guys could partake in it. Also, normally what I do is his home games. I know I could find that on YouTube. I'm not going to be able to stream because I will be at the games in his home games. So I will be at his games. So I won't be streaming it on my channel, but I will drop the link so you can hit the link and go to the YouTube channel and watch it for yourself if you would like. But with that being said, I appreciate every last one of you guys here with me hanging out tonight. Make sure y'all do me a favor And make sure y'all hit that like button. I promise you, I greatly appreciate it. So with that being said, I will catch you beautiful people on the next one. Right on.